Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Marvellous. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the GP2 Round 7 here at Suzuka Circuit in Japan. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the scores on the doors as they stand going into today, this weekend's race. We have got Yari out in front with 225 points. We've then got Bob Sada with Yari's front binds off into the wall. So we got Too Late Mate currently setting the current pace. But Yari out in the lead with 225 points, but he's going to have to start from the back of today's grid. Not ideal for him. Then we've got Bob Sada on 104 points, the Goat of Anxiety on 103, and Scotty Fennell on 100 points. Then a bit of a drop down to NJ Devil on 59 points. It was just popped into the chat saying he's awful at Japan. So best of luck to NJ Devil. I'm sure you can do it by staying calm. He's setting a good lap so far, though, so it can't be too bad. But we've got Bob Sada here this weekend. We've got no Scotty Fennell here this weekend. Oh no, we have got Scotty Fennell. I can see him down the bottom there. But no Goat of Anxiety. So Scotty Fennell, who missed out on the race last weekend, the Goat of Anxiety is missing out this weekend. So that's going to be an interesting battle to see who can do the best out of those two. But Scotty Fennell's going to have to start from the back of today's grid, having clearly gone off on the track somewhere, exceeded track limits and having his lap time deleted. We watched Too Late Mate coming through the final chicane here. Down that hill, and you got to be really careful there. Tugging as tight as you can into the wall. Too Late Mate sets the pace of a 140.6. NJ Devil with a 140.9. Then we got Frank Efron, Bob Sada, Joe Royal, Villas, Yuri Kebab, Team Kill, Ivetsky filing out the top 10. And Math, I think, has made a mistake somewhere, so we'll end up finishing 11th, but we'll have MJ Devil shocked at his own performance. I think he's done excellently there. Really impressed. Really impressive lap. But it's one of the things with the single lap pace and doing it just in the one chance. You can see how many drivers have made a little mistake there, and it's cost them. So we've got some big names starting at the back. Should lead us to a good and exciting race. Up the front, we've got, as I said, Too Late Mate, NJ Devil, and Frank Efron making up the top three. That battle for second place that's running between Bob Sada and Scotty Fennell. Scotty's going to have to try and make up some good places in order to get the points back and hopefully get himself into a good position for the start of the sprint race today. So remember, we've got two races coming to you. We've got the feature race here at the start. So who are you going to be going for in the comments? Gaming Lad Rigby has said he's got Too Late Mate is ridiculously fast, whatever tier he races in, and I totally agree. I'm not too bad, mate. How are you? I hope you're doing all right. Looking forward to your commentary of the F1 tomorrow. So here we are at Suzuka. It's one of those tracks. I think it's one of those kind of love it or hate it tracks. Personally, I absolutely hate it. It's too, I find it really difficult linking all the corners together. I've just not practiced it enough. Tomorrow's going to be an absolute nightmare for me because I just haven't practiced this week. But we are really looking forward to this race. NJ Devil, I think, is agreeing with the challenges posed by this track. Gaming Lab Ruby is going to be backing a big Scotty Fennell comeback. Okay, so that'll be interesting to see how Scotty does moving up the field. But yeah, I think Scotty is another really, really quick driver who can set a really solid pace around the track. We're just waiting for Kebab to load up. I think just waiting for him to set things up as he end up being kicked from the session. That's a shame for him. Let's hope he can get back in before the start of the race as we watch the drivers move off for the formation lap. We've got Vesky and Maths have been disqualified from this, so they won't have the chance to warm up those tyres like everyone else will, which is going to be important. Let's have a little stop in and have a little look at how everyone's doing for their tyre choices. Looks like everyone's going for the medium tyres to run into the first session here today. Except for Yari, who's going to have to make up some places early on. He's going to go on the split strategy. As we watch Too Late May just slide off the track a little bit there. Which is not ideal. It cools your tyres down, gets them a bit dirty, gives them a little bit less grip. But at least have time to wear all that off before the start of the race. So MJ Devil will be looking to make up some handy points. He's got a bit of a gap to make up to the drivers ahead of him, notably Bob Sada, Scotty Fennell, Yari. So good chance for some drivers to make up some good ground here, and a good chance for Bob Sada to really cement himself into that second place in the championship in this race. So that should be exciting to watch. We hope that develops nicely on track. As always, we'll try our best to keep you abreast with all of the racing and try and hop onto all of the tightest bits of racing. But we all know the nature of racing. One little mistake could end up being the thing that costs everybody, or costs the win, or secures the win this race. It's all about being consistent. It's all about keeping the car controlled as you come through each of the corners. Not getting on the power so early that you're going to kick back at the rear end out and lose time with oversteer. Especially around a track like this where it's all linking the corners together, especially our first sector here that we're going to come into with these wonderful sweeping lefts and rights. But here we are on the formation. Well, our formation lap is complete. We sit on the grid lane. I've not got a good camera. Let's try and find a good camera view. Okay, this will be one that we'll go with. We got everyone lined up. We're ready to go. We're hopping on board with NJ Devil. 5 lights go out. He's off the line. Looks like Too Late Mate has got a good start. It looks like Bob Sada managed to get a good start in behind, and he's managed to get the jump on Frank Efron, who hasn't had a great start and has dropped back a couple of places. Back behind, they're going in 2 abreast as Villas has run wide, and that's going to allow Frank Efron back up into 4th place. As we watch, is that Joe Royal has just spun out, going through that corner, so that's going to be him going back to the back of the grid. As we watch Frank Efron close in behind Bob Sada now. Further down the track, we've got Yari, who's made up loads of spaces from the start. What an absolutely rocket start Yari has had. Like to see that from his recorded footage afterwards. Up into 7th place already, which is absolutely incredible. Now chasing down Lewis, who has a little look up the back of Villas, who looks like he made a slight mistake coming out of the that turn there. It was such a fast turn. And in behind, Yari is now side by side with Lewis, and he sweeps past on the inside there, makes the move nice and easily, just squeezes Lewis on the exit so that Lewis can't take that position as we watch Kebab go past Yuri in behind. And Yuri now seems to have a bit of a run on Kebab. Coming up to this fast sweeping bed is so difficult to overtake here. And look at that good drive in the wall that Kebab's just running a little bit wide. That's going to cost him a caution early on into the race. Put him under pressure. As further up the field then, it looks like Too Late Mate has managed to pull away from NJ Devil nicely. And now Bob Sada is in behind NJ Devil, looking for second place. He's going to want to try and get that move done early, make a gap, and hope that Yari has difficulty in passing drivers, because it is difficult to pass here. So Bob Sada, ignore the sign up there. He's still in third place. As he's going to swing to the inside. He has a look. Oh, it looks like... Have they ghosted? Have they dropped out of the session? Oh, that's such a shame. And it looks like Yari has managed to get past Villas in behind. Oh no, who's Yari behind? All of my information has gone out of whack, everyone. I'm sorry, I can't tell who's who at the moment or where people are. So we've got Bob Sada, we've got Yari, who's definitely not in third place. Villas, who is behind Yari. So Yari has managed to get past Villas. I can't see anything. Frank Efron has got a penalty. So he's got the first penalty, 3-second time penalty for skipping off track. I mean, Frabai's definitely not in first, is he? That's Too Late Mate. He's got a massive gap. Bob Sada then. Got NJ Devil still right behind him. Frank Efron still right behind these guys as well. Behind them, Lewis always having a look up the inside of Villas. And he's going to get that move done. And a nice move there from Lewis. Oh, and he runs wide a little bit. Is that going to give Villas the cutback? No, or is Yari now going to have the pace on Villas, going up the straight, coming towards a 130R? Yari's going to be using all of his deployment, and we can see up ahead, we've got Kebab and Villas going side by side as well. So, okay, so that's the Villas-Lewis battle happening ahead. Yari in behind has managed to get past Kebab. Sorry about that, everyone. Once the, I think we're back to normal with the timing grid, so I get these things correct from now on. Can Lewis find a way past? Looks down the inside. He's going to get side by side with Villas, and he gets past. That's a nice move to get the move done there. Excellent work from him. Now Yari is having a look up the back of Villas as well. And you just can't really pass through this section here, but Yari runs a little bit wide. Oh, and he touches with Kebab as Kebab tries to have a look up the inside, and that's going to allow Mavs UK to close up the gap, and he's going to have a move to the inside. Oh, he touches a wheel on the grass, just not being given the space there. Some brilliant driving from these drivers. Villas is still just in Yari. Yari will be trying to get this move done on the softer tyres. He's going to want to get it done early. He's going to get the positions back. Already making up 7 places, as is Lewis, which is really, really impressive from this opening few laps. Lewis got a bit of a gap behind himself. But Yari is all over the back of Villas now, and surely it's only a matter of time before Yari is going to get through. In all of the commotion, we've missed Bob Sada getting past NJ Devil for second place, so that's good points for him. You can see how close Yari is, literally almost pushing him through 130R. Oh, and Yari spun! Oh no, Yari spun. He's caught Kebab up in behind him, and that means that Lewis has managed to get through, and that gives Villas a reprieve here. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there goes Frank Efron spinning off track. And Frank Efron, and who else is that? NJ Devil also spinning off track. Oh my goodness. So easy to make a mistake here that we've now got Lewis coming through. And we're green flag again on track, so there's not going to be a safety car or anything for that. And Villas, we can see, is right in behind Lewis. Mavs 1.2 seconds back, and NJ Devil dropped right down there, running in third, now down to 6th. He said he was going to have some issues. I couldn't agree more, Gaming Lad Rugby. We need to sort out these timetable issues. They're really frustrating. We're watching Villas here. Oh, as he just runs slightly into the back of Lewis. That's not ideal. And around this looping, it's kind of a straight. I think it's classed as a straight, but not very straight in truth. And gaps are starting to open up a little bit around the track. We've got Yuri looking in behind NJ Devil here, who's going to have been going slow this lap to get the dirt and gravel off his tyres, which would have been all overheated. Mavs UK has managed to make up 12 places since the start of the race, but it's got 6 seconds penalties in doing so. So it's going to be a challenge for him, especially if we have anything close up the ranks. Yari's going to be absolutely kicking himself about the that spin as Witcher gets past Frank Efron for 10th place. So Frank Efron also having that spin, causing him to slow down. Not sure what happened there. Just all of a sudden they were both spinning through the camera. Oh, as we watch this lovely view, you get a real idea of the undulation of the track, which doesn't come across quite as much when you're driving there, but is really important to be aware of, because it makes a car kick and bounce as you go through every corner. We're watching Yari in behind Yuri. The Yari-Yuri battle. Let's hope that happens more often so I can say that, because that's quite fun to say. Joe Royal trying to make his way back up the track after his spin early on. And looks like Witch is going to retire as dropped out of the session. But Yuri gets a 3-second time penalty. So he's going to need to try and put in some good laps now. Yari and Scotty Fennell has managed to catch up to the back of Yari. So after Yari's brilliant start, that spin has cost him. But now he's got Scotty right behind him in 9th place. So these guys are going to want to be moving up. They can get into the top 8, then for the reverse order grid, that'll work into their favour nicely. So all is not lost for Scotty in his battle for 2nd place today. And we can see him running up the inside alongside Yari, and they both get past Yuri in the same straight there. Clearly managed to get the better run off it. And we've got a safety car. There is a safety car. We've got a full course. We've got full course caution, and the safety car is out. So driver swinging into the pits now. Yari is swinging into the pits. Going to hop out onto the medium tyre. You've got to feel that's laying into his hands well. Kebab, Yuri, Joe Royal, all swinging into the pits. Let's hope that you don't end up getting held by your teammate. So Joe Royal moves away. And he was waiting for his teammate to get out of the way, which is so frustrating, just sitting there, caught in behind time. So Yuri was in the pit lane. So can the drivers make the drivers going onto the soft tyres now, make these last two at the end? Have the drivers on the medium tyres made the right choice of waiting and staying out? So I think the yellow flag came just too late for Too Late Mate and the first few drivers to pit, and that may end up costing them for this race. On fine margins, races are won. Now we can have a little bit of a relax while all the drivers pound round. They're going to have to be concentrating and focusing as much as they can, because it's so easy to make a mistake under the safety car. You get a little bit complacent, but we can have a little look through some of the data we've got available to us. So Too Late Mate setting the fastest time, 1:43.7, which is the only person to get into the 1:43 spot so far. So you would think he's got the pace to be able to build up a gap at the restart. It all depends on, I mean, are these drivers going to, any of these drivers going to decide to come into the pits at the start of this lap? Is the question. They've been held up behind the safety car, so the gap they would have had has been somewhat neutralised. As we watch, Too Late Mate is going to swing into the pits. Bob Sada is going to follow him in. Lewis is decided not to. Mavs UK is following them in as well. NJ Devil doing the same. Scotty Fennell doing the same. Ivetsky is staying out. So let's have a little look then. brave moves from Lewis, Villas and Iveski, who are going to stay out on the medium tyres. And that promotes Jari up to 4th place. So the safety car has really played into his hands. He's ended up coming out in front of Yuri. He and Yuri have both come out in front of Too Late Mate and Bob Sada. So the safety car has totally rejigged the order of the race, and I think it's going to guarantee us a very exciting end to this race. Who could have predicted that happening, really? And I think that our drivers at the front are going to be absolutely kicking themselves that they didn't come into the pits there, because they're surely going to be on the wrong tyre. You're not going to be able to make up the pit lane time. So now everything's sorting itself out. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to be a winner. Oh, just having a look down the line, Scotty Fennell has also gone into the 143s with a 143.998, so 0.02 inside the 144 zone. So yeah, let us know in the comments who you think is going to come out on top after this restart. Will Jari run away with it, or can Too Late Mate get past Yuri, track him down? Looks like he's been the faster driver so far, and Yari's going to be on the disadvantaged tyres. So who's your bid going to be for? Let us know in the comments. So we've had a few drivers receive 5-second time penalties in all of that. Fradby and Kebab both getting 5-second time penalties, as has Team Kill and Lewis. So those would be for some kind of speeding offence, either speeding under the safety car, going too quickly behind the safety car, or speeding in the pit lane. I would imagine the safety car is going to come in this lap. So Iveski is going to become the new de facto leader for us as we come round onto this track. Just wait for the race director to confirm. What's happened to the race director information? Where's that option gone from the side? There used to be an option in here for... So the game's going to slow him down because he hasn't slowed down particularly for this. So here we go then. Iveski is off, Jari right behind him, and Yuri right in behind him. Yuri side by side with Jari. He's managed to get a much better restart, and we see him go side by side into the corner. Yari's got the inside line though. He's going to have the tighter angle, and Yuri backs out sensibly. There's no point battling and going too far. Oh, as Jari goes past Iveski and just clips him, and that's a little bit naughty from Jari. I think just misjudging where Iveski was, and we see Iveski catch Kebab and send Kebab spinning. So I think being a little bit put off and made a poor decision there as well. So Yari's managed to get the gap to Yuri, and Too Late Mate is now coming past Yuri on the inside, gets a better run out of the curving corners and up into second place. Can he catch Jari now? He's not going to have DRS for a couple of laps, but he will be in a good position once he gets up to the back of him. So then we've got Yuri and Fradby in third and fourth, who are trying to get away from Bob Sada, who's had a really good restart and made his way up. And Iveski has just gone spinning into the wall, and that's not ideal for him, so he's going to go drop into the back of the grid as well. So that decision not to change tyre, coming back and biting Iveski. I imagine his tyres were probably pretty cold. Bob Sada now having a look at the back of Fradby. Oh, and we've got another safety car. So I think that crash with Iveski, he is out. That's been a terminal crash for him. And we're back under the safety car. So we'll wait for everyone to bunch up again. Works into Joe Royal's hands, who's dropped off the back a bit, and Frank Efron. Oh, what's happened here? Oh no, they were that way around. Yuri's coming into the pits. I must have some front wing damage. That is a nightmare, because that's going to drop him right out the back after all the safety cars happened. He's got a 3-second time penalty added to that as well, so it's insult added to injury now. He's on 8 seconds worth of penalties. And we see someone else pop into the pits there as well. So who else has come into the pits? Yuri and Mavs UK has also come into the pits as well. So's Team Kill. And that means Joe Royal comes up into 13. Oh, Joe Royal's coming into the pits as well. So some drivers at the back pitting, making the most. I mean, they might as well under the safety car. They'll end up at the back of the grid anyway. Further upfield then, we've got Too Late Mate and Jari going to be really close in behind each other. Too Late Mate with the faster tyre at the end of the race, so that's going to be an advantage for him, you would think. And then Fradby versus Bob Sada. Bob Sada's got the slightly fresher tyres. And well, we're back racing, so it was just a virtual safety car that time. We're back racing, and we can see Bob Sada having a look at the back of Fradby. Nerdy Average Gamer is giving a good shout for Tool, but he says Jari rarely loses. But we have seen an uncharacteristic spin from Jari. Bob Sada having a look at the back of Fradby into 130R. Can he get around him going into the chicane? He looks to the outside. That's not going to be a good place to overtake. So not ideal. Now we can watch Too Late Mate trying to get onto the back of Jari. Jari trying to shake him off by going and hugging the inside line and trying to get rid of this slipstream. Watch Too Late Mate really speeding in behind there. You get a good sense of the speed of the car. When you're in this view, it doesn't always feel so fast. Then you have a little look at the data and you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour through these corners, and it boggles the mind if you've ever tried to go quick in your little hatchback. So we're now looking at the back of Bob Sada. Having a look on Fradby. Can he get past? Looks like he's got a clear pace advantage over the driver in front, and is holding NJ Devil up a little bit behind him as well. But just it's so difficult to pass here. Need to find the right place. Ooh, almost runs into the back of him there, and that's not ideal. And that's going to let NJ Devil maybe have a little bit of a run on Bob Sada going up into this corner. And is he going to be able to find a way past? The driver's brushing a tyre on the grass to try and find the fastest line around the corner, around that straight, and can't find a way past going into that corner. It's so difficult to find a way past in these high-speed corners. You want good braking zones to really get past someone, and there's just not that many of them here at Suzuka. We're watching Too Late Mate in behind Jari. Who will have the win here? It looks like Too Late Mate's going to have enough pace to certainly keep Jari honest, as he sets a new fastest lap before the race, a 1:42.7. So absolutely a second faster than his fastest lap from earlier. And now having a look to the inside of Jari. He's going to have a look, try and hold it on the inside of the line. Can he get it? Jari's going to have the inside line into the next corner. So, such a good attempt. And it just shows how difficult it is to pass here. That even with the softer tyres, just can't make that move stick. As it looks like Kebab and Frank Efron are having a little battle further down the field. You can hop on board with NJ Devil. Oh, and Scotty Fennell is getting past Fradby. So NJ Devil's got past. So Fradby's now dropped back behind Scotty Fennell and NJ Devil. As we were watching that battle for first place. This is the thing we're racing, and all the drivers are doing stuff. If we could save one mover per lap, guys, so I can get it done. And Lewis, beautifully, thank you. Clearly heard what I was saying and knew we wanted some action. Lovely throwing it up the inside into that hairpin, which is one of the good overtaking zones here. Perez always does some of the best overtakes through that corner. Going to be exciting to see him in a Red Bull there next year, I think. As we watch Scotty Fennell trying to close the gap up to NJ Devil, who is right in behind Bob Sada. So he was running second for so long in this race, NJ Devil, and he's slipped back, runs a little bit wide there, and ends up getting a penalty, and that's going to play into Scotty Fennell's hands. Going to be advantage back to him in his battle with Bob Sada. Great points for their team though this weekend. As up front, we are now watching Too Late Mate have a real look at the back of Jari again, and every lap he gets near enough at this point, but you just can't overtake through this next sweeping set of curves unless the driver ahead makes a big mistake. So they've now built up a gap of about nearly 6 seconds to Bob Sada in third place, and his battle with Scotty Fennell for second place in the championship looks like he's going to come out on top in this particular race. Obviously, you get the more points for the feature race, so that's the one you want to do the best in. Where else? Little strings opening up as Frank Efron goes around the outside of Villas. And around there, I think we would have thought Villas must have made a mistake for Frank Efron to be overtaking him in that part of the track. We've still got NJ Devil in behind Bob Sada. So these are our two best battles on track for third and first place. Drivers know to give us good battles for the really important spots. Can Too Late Mate find a way past Jari on this lap? He's been so close the last two. Oh, he gets a little bit of oversteery out of that corner there, and you can see he's just wouldn't think he's close enough. Gap has opened up a little bit, and Jari's managed to pull the gap out, and maybe the softer tyres are just starting to go off now. Have been on the on Too Late Mate's cars for quite a while. As further downfield, Kebab has managed to get past Villas. Oh, Villas has come into the pit, so maybe that's what was causing Villas to be slow earlier. And NJ Devil still behind Bob Sada. But even if he got past, you wouldn't think he's got the time to make up for that penalty. So let's have a little look at what the penalty is going to be saying to us come the end of the race. As Lewis goes up to 11 seconds worth of penalties now. Mavs gets past Villas. As Villas comes out of the pits, Mavs goes up into 11th place, but surely too far back to earn himself a point today. NJ Devil is going to drop down to 5th at worst, because lots of the drivers further behind him have got a lot of penalties, which is not ideal. But our top drivers have managed to keep it clean, make the battles on track count. As we watch Too Late Mate, he's really got one chance left at this. Overtake going down into the opening corner as he runs wide and gets the penalty, and that surely hands it to Yari, who, although he spun early in the race, actually that spin ended up helping Yari out because of the way the safety car fell. Allowed him to pit before the safety car on the first lap of the safety car, rather than getting held up and having to pit on the second lap of the safety car like Too Late Mate and NJ Devil did and Bob Sada did. So sometimes luck, Lady Luck, smiles upon ye, and Yari certainly smiling upon him here in the GP2 Championships. As we watch, Yari's managed to open up the gap over Too Late Mate, and I think Too Late Mate's just backing off and protecting the car for the last lap. Mavs UK has managed to get up into 10th place, so managed to catch up a big old gap to Kebab, who's come into the pits. Had to serve penalties and things, I would think. Scotty Fennell, NJ Devil for 4th place. Scotty Fennell and NJ Devil side by side, and that's a good move from Scotty Fennell through the hairpin. That's one of those good places to do an overtake, so well done Scotty Fennell for making the move on the last lap, as some important points for him. He's going to put himself right behind Bob Sada, and those two guys are looking for good points and earning really good points for their team as well. So good result for those guys. Yari sets a fastest lap on the final lap, and Too Late Mate comes over the line in 2nd place. Bob Sada will cross the line in 3rd. Scotty Fennell making up a huge gap from the back of the grid. 9 places gained, 13 places gained by Yari. Absolutely fantastic drive. NJ Devil comes over the line in 5th. Frabai in 6th, gaining 10 places over the course of the race. Lewis in 7th. Frank Efron will cross the line in 8th. These are provisional until all of the penalties have been applied, but I don't think he'll jump past anyone. No, so Frank Efron comes over the line in 8th. Yuri will come over the line in 9th place. Mavs UK swinging over the line into 10th place. Villas will claim 11th, so unlucky from him not to get into the points. But a really good showing again from Villas. Kebab will cross over the line in 12th. Joe Royal 13th. Joe Royal will jump up. Okay, Kebab had a lot of penalties and things to still serve. NJ Devil drove the final lap on a puncher. That's a nightmare. At least the tyre survived and didn't explode like Silverstone this year. Yeah, I think massive well done to Scotty Fennell and Bob Sada for their excellent drives there from difficult positions, managing to make the most of it. Things played into Yari's hands with that safety car, which really absolutely changed the complexion of this race. That safety car really made everything different. So NJ Devil, considering you weren't feeling confident with the race at the start, I think you did pretty well to finish the race on a puncture. So here is the official result of the feature race. Yari has taken another win, setting a fastest lap of a 1:42.3. Too Late Mate in 2nd place, Bob Sada 3rd, Scotty Fennell 4th, NJ Devil 5th, Frabai in 6th, Lewis Argle in 7th, Frank Efron in 8th, Yuri in 9th, and Mavs UK in 10th. So that's what it will give us in terms of points down the side here. The benefits for the drivers. Yari gets the 2 bonus points for the fastest lap. Well, what a fantastic feature race that was. We're going to get ready to do it all again in the sprint race. Now, remember, in the sprint race, we First 8 drivers are going to start in reverse grid order. So Yari will start in 8th, and whomever was 8th will start in 1st. So that's going to give us some excellent driving, and that's going to give that Bob Sada Scotty Fennell battle. It's going to be happening out on track this time as they fight it out to see who is second in this championship. I should get some like pre-recorded ad messages for this bit, so I can sneak off and have a cigarette while whilst not leaving the airwaves clear. As you know, as they say in radio, dead air is a crime. But I also want to be able to smoke while I'm watching this. So you caused me a problem, guys. I'm gonna pre-record some adverts I can just play to you during these bits. Today's Sunday Race League is brought to you by the 27-minute comedy hour. We try to cram an hour's worth of comedy into just 27 minutes in a satirical look at the week's news. So your wonderful host, Simon Hall, is joined by 3 excellent comics who are going to play some wonderful comedy games as we take a dip into the views of the social media about the week's biggest stories. Yeah, well, we've now got the Sunday Race League happening from Friday all the way through to Sunday, so there is no excuse for you not to come enjoy some fantastic racing every single weekend. Oh, how about this though, guys, right? Why don't we try and get like a proper like Fanatec tie-in, and then we can all get like a discount on Fanatec stuff, like for sharing Sunday Race League things. If we just keep mentioning Fanatec. Sunday Race League is brought to you by Fanatec Wheels. Give us some free stuff! And when you promote things on a podcast. So let's have a little look through the inventory today as we have a little look at everyone's going for those medium tyres. So probably sensible with this 11-lap race. Not going to need to pit at any point, so the drivers can absolutely go for it. Get that lap data on. And Frank Efron will be leading his way. Lewis Argel in 2nd place. Fradby in 3rd. NJ Devil in 4th. Scotty Fennell in 5th, Bob Sada in 6th, Too Late Mate in 7th, and Yari in 8th. The Yuri battle can continue, guys. That's exciting. Mavs UK in 10th, Joe Royal in 11th, looking to get himself up into the points today. Team Kill in 12th, Villas 13th, Kebab in 14th, Vesky 15th, Witcher 16th, and 17th is Maf Kadijis. And we are ready. The lights are going on. The 5 lights here at Suzuka go out and we're off. It's a good start from Frank Efron, but it looks like Lewis has managed to get a run on him going up the inside, so Frank Efron's start wasn't that great. Fradby has also managed to get a run on him, and he's not going to get past, but it looks like Scotty Fennell might have a look on the outside of Fradby, and he's managed to get away from Bob Sada as NJ Devil has managed to get in between those 2 Red Bull drivers. I'm not sure what the official team name is of GP2. I don't follow it that much. I just like shouting at cars. So here we go. Scotty Fennell looking in behind Fradby. Can he find a way past through this tight, twisty section? Further up, we've got Frank Efron and Lewis Argel. Can Frank find his way past Lewis for 1st place? Further down the track, Villas is making his way up the field. Yari, who's dropped down to 9th place, I think, potentially. Who knows? All of this timing could be totally wrong at this point of the race. As we watch this battle for 1st place, can Frank Efron find a way past Lewis? Behind Scotty Fennell's managed to find a way past Fradby. So Scotty Fennell making some good moves early on into this race, up 2 spots already from 5th into 3rd, and behind him Fradby and NJ Devil. NJ Devil all over the back of Fradby, having a look around, and Fradby little move in the braking zone there, slightly naughty, but they get away with it and they survive. So good driving from all the drivers there. Someone put the wheel into the dust, and that's going to cost you a little bit of traction coming up this hill, up into the 130R corner. As he gets into the grass again, but Bob Sada didn't get the best run through there, and that's going to get Too Late Mate through, and he's going to get 2 cars done. A double overtake from Too Late Mate. Fantastic driving there. Wow, superb. And that was absolutely incredible. And here goes the timing board. It all goes crazy this time. So Lewis is definitely still in 1st place. Oh, here we go. You have Yari battling with someone there. Someone's ghosting as well, which means they've dropped out of the session. Bob Sada right in behind the back of Yari. Super close, super tight driving. It just makes it difficult to follow through here because of everything that's going on. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3 for something that's happened. A couple of drivers in the pits. So it's all go early on in this race as Too Late Mate. Is he up in 2nd place? Oh, we've got spinners ahead. We've got spinners ahead. And who is that? Team kill? No. Is that Frank Efron? Frank Efron and Scotty Fennell. Oh, no. Nightmare for those guys. So, and now everything is out of whack. Has it corrected itself? Is that Yuri at the back of the field? I think it might be. Where is he? Way out? Where is he? Oh, he's back at the back of the field, surely. Lewis is still out in the lead then. Too Late Mate in close behind him. Is NJ Devil 3rd? NJ Devil's not 3rd. Come on, guy. Come on. Sorry, guys. I can't bring you any of the... highlight any of the action until I know where the action is. As we watch Yari in behind NJ Devil. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's corrected itself now. Yari, can he find a way past? Not quite, not through the chicane. Can he make it down onto this straight as the DRS is open and available this lap? And he looks to the inside. Swing it into the first corner. He's got the inside line. Is he going to get the moves done? Oh, I almost touched. I think they might have done a little bit of contact there between NJ Devil and Yari, but Yari is through past NJ Devil, and now he's going to chase down Too Late Mate. Team Kill is swinging past Scotty Fennell there. So Scotty Fennell, after that touch with, I'm not sure, I think it might have been Frank Efron. Must be so gutted after the brilliant start he made, making it all the way up into 3rd place, and he's going to lose those points to Bob Sada, so it's going to end up being double damage to him in the championship battle. Ahead we've got NJ Devil separating Yari and Bob Sada in 4th place. So can Bob Sada find a way past? Where else have we got action out on track for now? We've got Kebab and Vesky having a little battle. Villas down in 13th place. We've got Mavs UK within the DRS range of Joe Royal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it must be Too Late Mate, surely. Tool, I mean, it does look like Tool, doesn't it? Yari sets a new fastest lap of 1:42.4. In Discord it's Tool, mate. I can see how that's confusing. Yeah, absolutely. Right then, so Too Late Mate or Tool, whatever you want to call him, who cares? He's a bloody quick driver, and that's what we're here for. So let's enjoy as he hunts down Lewis. There's a yellow flag in sector 1 somewhere. Looks like someone spun out. I think that might be Yuri dropping to the back of the grid, so we lose out on the excitement of the Yari-Yuri battle. And we watch Too Late Mate try and close in the gap. Can he hunt down this position for first? And you're thinking he's going to want to try and get past Lewis and hope that Lewis can really hold Yari up, and so he can build a gap here and stay confident on those tyres. So we don't really need to have a look at the tyre info, do we? We don't need. Villa's the only person with a penalty as of yet. So let's have a little look at the drivers who have been made the most improvement. As Too Late Mate goes to the inside, up the hill, and he's going to swing past on the inside of 130R. That's going to leave him on the outside of the chicane. Not the best place to be overtaken there as they swing through, but I think he's just about... Oh, he's not going to get past that time. Lewis had the inside line, and that just allowed him to stay in front. But it's going to give him a run down into the opening corner. And Yari is also there. I think they're going to go with 3 abreast. Oh, they don't. Is there a little clip on there, or did Lewis just think, actually, you know what, I'm not going to get involved in this battle? Probably sensible. You know, he's just going to want a solid result here. But this is a real good battle going on between Too Late Mate and Yari. Can Too Late Mate stop Yari from winning a race? That's what we want. Drivers should start working together and just like drive across the track, so Yari's got no way past. But it looks like we're going to have a good battle on our hands for first place, as these two drivers made their way up 6 places and going to battle it out here for the win for us. Lewis, a solid race from him. He's going to want to try and keep things consistent. He's got 1.5 second gap to NJ Devil, but NJ Devil's got Bob Sada all over the back of him, so that could play into Lewis's hands if Bob Sada gets close enough to have a go. It just slows everything down as your drivers are both not following the optimal line around the track. Further back, we've got a 2.8 gap, well, just over 2.5 second gap back to Joe Royal. He's got Mavs UK right behind him, and I think Joe Royal ran out onto the grass there, but Mavs followed him out there as well. He's got a little bit of an overspeed on him going down into this corner. Hugs it to the inside. Is he going to have a look down into the chicane? Decides against it. You've got to be very sensible. You've got to be very sure. But he's got a much better run, you would think, coming out of the chicane. Going down into the start-finish straight. Opens up the DRS. He's going to be close enough. Has a look to the inside. And gets the move absolutely stuck before the corner. So good move there from Mavs UK up past Joe Royal into 6th place. We've got NJ Devil all over the back of Bob Sada and having a look past him. Or has Bob Sada just got past NJ Devil? I think he may have done. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So Bob Sada manages to get past NJ Devil as well. So some excellent racing out on track. And we return to our battle at the front. The fight for first. Can Yari find a way past Too Late Mate? Oh, he gets a little bit of oversteer there, and we get to see it beautifully happen from that above board angle. Yari catches it wonderfully, but that just drops him a little bit further back. He's not going to get the run down the straight on Too Late Mate. He's going to end up outside of DRS. Now we can see NJ Devil right behind Bob Sada. Can he make the move straight away back and find his way back past Bob Sada, who's been having an excellent race today? Really, really solid couple of races for Bob Sada. I think really done himself proud, and we can watch the cars go side by side through that corner as NJ Devil tries to look to the outside. He's going to have the inside line going through this corner. The driver's going side by side. Oh, and he can't stay side by side through all of those corners, so sensibly just backing out there There's no point touching and going spinning off into the gravel. The cars are just so desperate to go herring off at that point with the quick changes in direction. Joe Royal right in behind Matt UK, just behind them. And can't find a way past, but this is always sometimes a nice little place to have a look. Up into the hairpin, can he make the move? Not this time. Going to try and get a better run down into the next couple of corners. Where else have we got some battles on track? We've got NJ Devil having a look at the back of Bob Sada. The Yari 2 late mate battle has seemed to have abated a little here. Maybe Yari's just holding off and building up on the old ERS to have an attack at the end. Wait for till the end of the race, hoping that he'll have preserved his tyres better. Joe Royal here, right on the back of Mavs UK. Ooh, and he gets a little bit out of sorts, trying to get on the power too early through that corner. And as you said about the undulation of the opening corner that you don't really see from this sort of view so much, also the bouncing of the track, the quite an uneven surface coming out of that corner, which if you're not got traction control on, can really kick the car out. As I've tried to race this track with traction control on and given up immediately because it was just the most horrific experience I'd ever gone through. So massive respect to anyone who's managing to do that, and all those who are going to get involved in the No Assists Friday League. I think that'll be a really interesting one to watch. I think maybe something I'll get involved in down the line. I've only just started taking the assists off, but I found it's a much more fun experience. Joe Royal then in behind Mavs UK. Having a look down the straight. Bob Sada has caught up to the back of Lewis as well. So Bob Sada now looking to get himself up onto the podium as we watch him close in behind the back of Lewis. Really, really close in behind. Can he get the move stuck? As he comes through into the chicane, he's going to want the better exit here. Try and get on the power as best you can. Try and keep it as smooth as you can. Hold the tightest line through this last corner. And he's right in behind Lewis, trying to keep the slipstream, but not quite close enough to make a pass down into that first corner there. But Lewis runs a little bit wide on the apex, and that gives Bob a good run on him behind. But again, going into this swinging set of corners, following a car in the dirty air just makes it so much harder, that it's so difficult to stay right in behind someone. But we're going to stay on board with this battle as NJ Devil joins the back of it and gives us a little three-way tussle out on track potentially. And Yari is now almost within 3/4 of a second of Too Late Mate up the front of the track. So maybe his harvesting has come to an end and he's prepared to attack again for the last few laps. So now we ride on board with Bob Sada swinging around this curved straight as Too Late Mate gets a penalty. Oh no, Too Late Mate ends up with a penalty, 3-second time penalty, and that's going to drop him back behind Yari. An absolute nightmare. But that's the pressure that Yari can exert with his unswerving consistency. As we watch Bob Sada really close in behind Lewis. Joe Royal gets a 3-second time penalty. As we're coming towards the end of our race, please let us know in the chat who you think today's driver of the day has been. We want to hear from you guys. As we watch Bob Sada go to the outside, try to swing it around Lewis. And he's going to do it. He's going to get himself up into third place. Brilliant move there from Bob Sada. A fantastic result to get himself up onto the podium, and he's really managed to claw back this race. So well done to Bob Sada. Superb result for him, and this is all going to really play into his hands with Scotty Fennell down in 8th place for second in that championship, and no goat of anxiety racing this weekend. As we watch the NJ Devil now really close in behind Joe Royal, and he's also got a good shout. Gaming Lad Rigby says Bob Sada to be your vote. Nerdy Average Gamer, when you say C Signor, are you agreeing with that Bob Sada is the one? As we watch Yari tracking in behind Too Late Mate. He doesn't need to worry too much about it, I don't think. Villas is DNF'd. Not a great weekend for Villas after he did so well last weekend. Had a couple of really consistent results. Yuri, a big gap off the back of the grid. So we're not too far from the end of this race. As Yari gets a 3-second time penalty. Yari has also got a 3-second time penalty. So that consistency has finally let him down a little bit, and now he's going to have to get the move done out on track. So he just wanted to make sure we all had a fun last lap to watch. And he's going to swing around the outside of Too Late Mate. Oh, and Too Late Mate keeps the inside line. He's got the quicker route through there. Now Yari's going to have the inside line going into the next swinging corner, but Too Late Mate manages to hold him off and get in front and keep that position. That was really good bit of driving from both drivers not to send each other flying into the gravel. And fantastic there from Too Late Mate to hold the position out in front of him. Pass the ball to Bobby and he will score. Absolutely. I think Bob Sard has done a fantastic job this weekend. Really some fantastic racing out on track. Oh, okay, right. I'm no good at football, so don't know about that. As NJ Devil just makes a slight mistake there, and that's going to allow Yari's DNF'd. Yari has crashed out of the race. Oh my goodness, Yari has ended up crashing out of the race, and he's into the wall, and he's DNF. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. Is that going to be a safety car? We're going to end up having to finish under the safety car? No, he's going to clear it out and sort it out for us. And he's not the only person who's gone slow there. Yuri has gone slow there as well. Oh, no. Oh, nightmare for Yari. And that means that Too Late Mate is going to take his first victory here in the sprint race. Bob Sada will come over the line in second place. I need to get some data on you guys, on all the drivers. I think that's Too Late Mate's first race win of the season. Bob Sada comes over in second place. Lewis in third. NJ Devil in fourth. Great result from Lewis this race. Sixth for Mavs UK. Scotty Fennell will come over the line in seventh. Kebab is going to claim eighth. Frank Efron will get ninth place. Yeah, there's massive gaps behind all the drivers at the back. And wow, well, that one I do get the reference to. Yeah, that is unbelievable, Jeff. So fantastic. What a fantastic afternoon of racing we have had, ladies and gentlemen. And what a way to end it, with a massive crash, leaving Too Late Mate to claim the victory here in the sprint race. And I think the firm fan favourite here has been... the firm fan favourite here has been Too Late Mate. It's been Bob Sada, who's put in a fantastic race. I'm going to give my driver of the day to Too Late Mate, who has been consistent over all three races, all three sessions that we've done. Setting a good time in the qualifying, an excellent couple of races, really battling out with Yari and coming out on top in the sprint race, which not too many drivers have been able to do over Yari this weekend, this tournament so far. So fantastic driving from everyone. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. If you've enjoyed it, please join us again tomorrow. F4 taking place at 3 o'clock here at Suzuka. I think we're going to have some good crashes in that one because I'm going to be driving and I haven't practiced it all week. So I don't even have a setup for it yet because I lost all of my setups when my PlayStation corrupted. So that was fun. Thank you very much, Gaming Lad Rigby. Always nice to get appreciation for my commentary. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've really enjoyed it too. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be commentating on the F3 at 5 o'clock, and we've got the F1 with my man, Gaming Lad Rigby, commentating on that at 7 PM. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you all. Until next weekend, stay safe.